Mr. Kodikara, I'm going to shoot the intro later.
Okay.
I think we both losing our podcast virginities here.
Okay.
You clearly haven't done this before.
No.
I mean, you're pretty proficient with like interviews and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I think it was 5 or 6, before 6 years ago when I met you. It was not powerlifting Kodi. I knew it was Dhanushka Kodikara, and the main reason I wanted to speak to you was when I met you, you were wearing a shirt and tie.
Yeah.
You were wearing a suit. You were in pants, right? You were like a corporate guy.
Yeah.
And then I have a cousin of mine that goes to High Octane.
Okay.
And in the background, I see this guy, like screaming and, like slapping the backs of all these. I saw you in the background in her video. I was like, wait a minute, I know this guy. I've met this guy somewhere. And he's screaming his ass off and pumping all these people off, ready for like a huge lift.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, what the hell happened from way 6-7 years ago to the guy you are now? And that's what intrigued me the most, and that's why I wanted to have this conversation with you. So thanks a lot for doing this, first of all.
And thank you. I'm thankful.
Awesome, brilliant. So what changed, man? Like, let's go back to you're a ruggerite, right?
I used to be one. Yeah.
Is that where you started your whole physique journey to build and to be healthy?
Nah, not rugby. Rugby might have got me to a certain track of fitness,
right,
but not exactly for who I am today. Rugby got me maybe out of, if we go 6 years back, rugby did get me somewhere, definitely, but I do not represent rugby or any aspect of rugby anymore. Actually, even though that was everything I lived for in 2011, when I was in school, there is no part of me of rugby anymore. I mean, not even maybe looking at a rugby game anymore, because I'm just busy trying to get the game going, because just busy trying to make an impact on people, trying to change a fast moving world.
Right.
So rugby, not rugby, definitely not rugby. I guess what changed me mainly is the things which hit me, which I didn't expect in life.
Right.
That definitely made me who I am today.
Right. So let's get in that in a bit. So you left school, you started toning down the whole sports thing and the rugby thing. And then you obviously started, you obviously did your degree and you have bachelor's. So,
I did,
So you've been through the mill. Let's talk about that. Like, why did you want to, get that done? Like, get studies, or let's push that forward before you.
Okay, my degree. So basically, I joined ACBT when I was like right after O levels.
Right.
My mom literally was like, okay, we got to do a degree. We got to send you to Australia.
Right.
Bam, and okay, fine. Aussie it is. My mom just dragged me to ACBT. Okay, let's register, get it done. Start from foundation, because I didn't do my A levels. I was just playing rugby on and off. It took me close to 7 years to graduate.
Right.
That was a whole wheel of, fallbacks, coming back stronger, went through a severe injury where I broke my leg, and 7 years to graduate, but nothing that I regret about taking 7 years, because from learning to doing it on my own, from having the strength of a woman by my mother, was so much of teaching for me for 7 years. And graduating right in front of my mom in an international business and marketing degree after 7 years. I mean, guys who started with me, they are married and they're having kids.
Right.
But then again, I'm like, even though, like, I tell anyone out there, it took 7 years. I have no regrets. People say, Kodi, why it took so long? I mean, that's my journey. I mean, there are so many people out there who might have not competed because of certain cases, or might take even 10 years, but it took 7 years for me, and that's all right. I think the setbacks got me to come back super, super strong.
Right.
So, yeah, and honestly, degree is definitely under my name, but what I'm following right now is totally out of what I studied.
Yeah, I mean that's like the story of most of our lives, right? Like, it's. I think same for me as well. Like, yes, we went through the mill because our parents pushed us.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily what we wanted to do. Like, I was in the music industry and I wanted to be. And at that point, obviously, you had some inclination because you were a sportsman. You had some inclination towards sports, right? And and that's where your heart has. 6 years later, you are, pursuing that. So,
definitely.
I mean, one of the things you spoke about your mom as well on your Instagram and your IG, and that's something I want to talk about. For a person like me, I was very lucky, right? I had a very protected upbringing. So, after when I met you, I had no idea about any of these things. It's just following maybe the last couple of months. I'm getting to know, this is the kind of background that, like. What was the situation there like when you were growing up, and like you're closer to your mom, like you've been with your mom?
Super close. I was single-handedly brought up by my mom. Right. She was the superwoman.
Right.
She was the mother and the father who, if I would say, like me and my mom, we've got World War IV going on sometimes.
Right.
we got so much of personal fights going on. But going back to see like how single-handedly, like the whole definition of strength of a woman, when you say that word, it's single-handedly. That's one of the reasons why I love the word mom and mothers out there, because a mom can definitely. My mom single-handedly showed that she can do the part of the father too. So from taking care of me since I like every day, like from carrying my cricket bag to she never comes to watch powerlifting. She never comes to watch rugby. The thing is, she's super scared. So
I mean, it's pretty scary. Like still that it's until like when I watch some of your lifts, even my cousin who was training with you, until they put the thing down, I'm like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? Is something gonna pop, or is something gonna fall on somebody? So I understand where your mom's coming from, but
So it's just that she believed in me. She believed in Dhanushka Kodikara, even though the world would even the world says you're a failure, my mother would take me up and say, you're successful, you will be fine. And that strength behind me was what always told me, Kodi, you're going to be fine. You're going to be up there. If my mother can push through for 53 years, I can push through too. So it's just the fact that my mom's love, strength, the courage she had of like a proper fierce woman, like not like arrogant or aggressive. The fact that she was fierce, that no matter the fact, she would be put down, she would take the sun and go back up. So she did the part of a businesswoman, from taking care of me, from my sister since I was a baby. She was a baby. So she was a big deal in my life. And if I say why I'm here, single-handedly, my mom took me up. No doubt at all.
So, I'm speaking of that, let me just... how did the whole... I'm going to be an advocate for fitness, or I'm going to be an advocate for better living. Where did that come from? When did that start exactly?
You've been inspiring people out there?
Not necessarily, but for yourself, like working out.
Me. Okay. If I would say how I got into powerlifting is through my first coach. He was my first strength and conditioning coach at school. In school, he got me into powerlifting, and See, I was a powerlifter back then.
Oh, this is even when I met you like 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
I started powerlifting in 2014.
Okay. So just after I met you and like when okay.
So I was representing the sport called powerlifting.
Right.
But the fact that I started enjoying my sport, the fact that I was proud to become or represent my sport was mainly 2 years ago. Because I was a powerlifter. I knew what to do. I was supposed to lift weights. I was supposed to drink supplements. I was supposed to stretch. I was supposed to do a certain process to become a powerlifter. I was supposed to do things.
Right.
Duty call, something like that. But I started loving I started helping people or going out to talk to people after I loved the sport. After I thought my sport can really help out another.
Right.
It might be not related to fitness, but the fact that going up, showing up and doing it.
Right.
So fitness wise, I was in and out since 2010 because I was a ruggerite. I was a cricketer when I was a kid, but then again, it wasn't fitness. It was just go hammering the ball and coming back home.
Right.
But rugby got me into fitness. And powerlifting definitely got me into being an athlete again.
Right.
But 2018 was my game changer. 2018 was my game changer after World Championships.
Right.
So that's what got me into lifting right. Maybe the fact that of doing things right. See, I see athletes in the US. These guys are competing at a different league.
Right.
Different league. Honestly, different league.
Okay.
It's not the fact that it's our physique or mentality. We have the same physique or the mentality.
Okay.
It's just a mindset of living as an athlete. What we do not have is because of our distractions or disciplines.
Yeah, and also with the mentality of our moms and dads, because we need to stick to a traditional office job. Yeah, I see how that can like affect that like path a lot. Right?
Yeah, and I believe the fact USA is the top 3 in the world, right? So I believe the fact that if I need to be the best, I need to beat the best. Right? So I had to change my performance wise from living the way I used to. I used to be drunk Fridays, Saturdays. I used to be drunk, pissed drunk.
Right.
I even when I was a proper powerlifter back then, I used to be pissed drunk.
Right.
But now I would rather maybe have, if I really wanna do something, maybe cheat day, something like that. Those days I would drink. But now I would just maybe fine. I'll just have a pizza, watch a movie, have some popcorn and sleep.
Right.
That's the maximum I would go for. Otherwise, a Friday, Saturday, I would definitely be out.
Yeah.
I won't waste time.
Right. This was like
2
years ago.
Yeah. 2.5, 3 years ago for sure.
Right.
But the whole fitness thing hit me is I needed everything to fall together if I wanted to go on a proper journey. Everyone can go on a journey.
Yeah.
No offense to anyone out there. But if they want to go on a journey which can inspire someone out there or inspire the world, you have to stand out. You have to do things where no one else sees. Things at home where the world cannot see, you got to do those things. Right? Drinking water, eating the right food. You got to do things where other people won't do. Right? So that's the whole fitness thing which hit me, that I need to stay accurate for this.
Right. And I think a big part of this is finding like a place for you to do this. Because I've heard like when it comes to powerlifting, there's a lot of noise involved. There's a lot of facilities that are involved. Like how hard was it for you to find, like right now you're training in high octane, right? How hard was it for you to like find a place, like a home like that too?
High octane is definitely home. Like I'm there from morning 5 a.m. I joined High Octane in 2015 in April.
Right.
2015 April. I said, yeah. Since then, it's been so. The thing is, most of the Sri Lankans, like famous powerlifters, are at high octane.
Right.
They are high octane. So the thing is, the environment out there, from the athletes who are there, from like they're super helpful. They're like there are people who come out of like homes to come and support us.
Right.
Like from the trainers, from the management, they literally come out from their homes to just help us.
Right.
So since 2015, it's been like it's like a powerlifter's heaven.
Right.
No one come like there are times where we have been offended because we are loud.
Right.
But then again, that's all right. Because see, that's not a problem. But there is so much of people who has been encouraging us at High Octane Fitness to like keep going. There are nice like even old uncles come and say they appreciate us for what we do, and even the High Octane management has properly made us stand out as well as athletes. So from helping us to go for the Commonwealth, for the Asians.
Right.
So it's not a gym. It's more of like home.
Right.
So they've been on point for my powerlifting journey. On point.
I mean, speaking of the Commonwealth, you have represented the country a couple of times. It's something that not many people can talk about. I mean, right now I've known like a handful of people. I think 2 other people apart from you that has come and told me, okay, you know what, we represent the country at something.
Yeah.
What was that like? Okay, you know what, I know that sports is not unless you are a cricketer in Sri Lanka. Sports is a very tough journey, especially when it comes to like your side of things. What was that like? Like, when did you find out, okay, or when did you hit that goal saying, okay, you know what, I'm representing the country today? Like, at what point did that come?
Actually, the Commonwealth, my first Commonwealth was in 2015.
Okay.
I actually didn't look for a lot because I was 21, 22. Sorry, I was 22. About to turn 20. No, I was 21, sorry. 21 December 15th.
Right.
So that was 2015 December 15th. So I wasn't looking up for a lot of things because it was so much of an amazing thing to go to Canada in the first place, because that was my first time in Canada.
Right, nice.
And then that was massive, guys, massive people. And to end up being the first junior Commonwealth gold medalist in powerlifting was amazing. Like, it didn't feel at that moment, but coming back home and like even now when I look at the medal, I'm like, I did it happened.
Right.
And there is like, see, I'm blessed so much to be the first.
Right.
Because no one can be the first. After that, it keeps a second, third, right?
I mean, how many people can say I was the best? Usually I was the best in the world. It's pretty crazy, but yeah.
So it was a tough journey to go there, because when I was 21, I had to. I wasn't sponsored by the government or anything because of the sport I represent.
Right.
So I was supposed to find around $550,000 when I was 21 years old, and I was clueless on how to go to attract sponsors. But things clicked amazingly, and 550,000 came. Got back with what I wanted, came back home, and until today, it's every time I look at the pictures, it's been a blessed journey from 2015 until now, and for sure in the time to come.
How long were you in? Like, how long was the Canada trip from the whole entire
in 2015?
Yeah, the tournament or the event.
In 2015, I was there for 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
2 weeks, yeah.
Okay.
We competed.
Have you gone after that again?
Yeah. I was in Canada for the recent Commonwealth that was in 2019.
Right.
And I was a silver medalist in the 2017 senior class.
Wow.
Commonwealth in 2017. That was in South Africa.
This is in the world. You compete with everybody in the world, right? Like,
yeah, 43, yeah. And so there was New Zealand, Australia. Right. So yeah.
I mean, nowadays everybody speaks about consistency, right? Like, you know, you have to be consistent at anything. It's the age-old saying that comes from our parents. You know, like for their it's like study, you'll be good.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the body and, you know, your physique. Keeping things consistent is, for me at least, has been very difficult. Because it's so demotivating because the increments are so gradual, right? Like you do something for 6 months and then you notice it. But when it comes to like stuff like, maybe it's because I'm not passionate about it. Maybe there are other things for it. But like you handle a lot of people that, you know, deal with this consistency problem when it comes to physics. Like, what do you see? Like for me, when I went to ANC, right? There was a huge trend where you come in with the gym bag, you come in with gym clothes. You know, you walk in, you show off a bit, saying you're working out and all of this crap. And then you see them for 4 years, you leave college and they're still the same damn, nothing has changed. But then obviously the frequency of them saying that, okay, I go to the gym, I go to this, I pay this much of a membership to somebody. Like in your opinion, you know, what's lacking? Like, you know, is it people don't want to see results, or it's like it's their head that they don't do enough or they don't balance? Like, what makes like your body change? Like,
they say that any workout is a good workout.
Right.
I've seen that, I've heard that a lot of times.
Right.
But I think what a good game changer, or how you could change into good results, is to get the guidance of the right person.
Right.
See, if you want to be, like I always say, if you want to be a millionaire, you got to hang out with the guys who have the good bucks. Right?
Yeah.
So if you need a good physique, I'm not saying to stay with bodybuilders. I'm not saying that. I would say be with a professional who has an understanding about such of what's the physique you want. And then when you have his guidance, at least when you tend to be getting out of track, your coach will have the tendency to get you on track. So consistency is super, super tough. Like there are days where I just stop the workout halfway and I just go home because I'm in pain. Like my body just doesn't click. But what I would say is the fact that I would show up. I would show up at the gym. I would definitely show up, do my rituals, get it done. I would show up. Even if it's the most painful day ever, I would show up at the gym. It's just about ticking the to-do list. You know, being there, showing up.
One of my colleagues here that works close to High Octane, he hired like a personal trainer 2 years ago. Because one thing that happens when you join this office is none of us drink. But our Friday nights is our junk food night. And then we eat. We play games inside here. We eat. And then like 2 years of us doing this, we saw like our group picture 2 years before and 2 years later. We were all like sticks. I mean, now like I remember when I met you back then. That's when I was with obviously my friend. Whoever we both know. He was working out, so I was also doing something. So I was okay. At Banmarang, like maybe 6 months ago, I was freaking chubby. Like my face is. So we stopped eating junk food and stuff like that. But the point is, what I'm trying to make is that he hired the personal trainer, right? And at that point, I was like, why are you wasting money on this? I was like, Jesus Christ, like, you know, you can do this. All you need is motivation and stuff like this. I'm saying this without not doing anything for myself. I'm sitting in the couch and be like, you're wasting money. Now if you see the guy, my God, the guy, recently I grabbed his forearm, not to be any home. I grabbed his forearm. It was like a freaking rock, right? And then I was like, okay, you know what? It's important that there's somebody. And now I'm actually seeing you training with Dhanu, right? And I see him, you holding him like accountable for the stuff that he's doing. And he's a hilarious guy. So I mean, having like somebody to keep you at it is definitely something that I underestimate.
You need that.
Yeah.
You need that guidance, because that can definitely your coach. See, one thing they have to understand also, the coach has to have certain things behind his name too.
Right.
Yeah. And or
even like
else,
a portfolio.
Yeah.
Right.
Or else the coach has to have the fact that, okay, even the coach has to be a person, even if you see his athlete getting out of track, he has to have the capacity or the explosiveness or the power of a coach to get him to the track. Because it's super easy to get off track. It's super easy to cheat on food. Take junk and eat, super easy. It's super hard to get on a treadmill. Super hard. Right?
Yes, definitely.
It's so easy to put food inside your mouth. But it's super hard to make those calories burn. But it may be the fact that you get yourself under the right coach, or you get an online coach where you get the right program and keep your communication. Communication is another thing which can definitely change your fitness lifestyle. Communication with your coach, because online coaches are like that. You just need to communicate. Or personal trainers is a different ball game. You need to show up. But I've known a few people who paid the personal trainer but who doesn't show up. It's the discipline that has to count. See, people have goals, big time goals. I want to buy a Rolex. I want a Range Rover. I want a house at 45. But you gotta live until 45. If you want a goal at 45,
Okay. Cool. Sorry, well, you were saying.
Technical
difficulties. The first time I'm doing a three camera.
Right.
Usually I'm in my room and I have a script and everything is so meticulously planned out. This is like the first time I'm doing like no script.
That's good, man. That's good. Going places.
That's something that I'm jealous of. You will get back to that in a bit.
Okay.
I've been watching that and trying to learn that stuff off of you as well. But
so the thing is the fact that like people want to achieve goals. Right. I'm not offending anyone. I am just being real, because I am being hated. That's okay. But the fact that I want to be real to people is, there are so much of amazing people out there who have super extraordinary talent. They're born with amazing talent. But if your heart doesn't beat, you cannot showcase your talent single-handedly. So if you need to showcase your talent, if you need to put out your talent, the reason is what talent can do is can change the world. Can inspire the world, can make someone else positive. So that person got to live first to showcase the talent. So it's the fact that they need to put their step forward and understand that fitness, not fitness single-handedly. You don't have to have amazing physiques. You do not have to have big biceps or have a 250 or 400 pound squat. Nothing like that. You just have to prioritize maybe what you eat. Right? Or the fact that you have a consistency in what you do to improve your health. Maybe walk or do cycling. Get on a treadmill. It's just 1 hour a day. That's it.
I mean, like, even like you're talking about food and stuff. Like, I'm like a huge sugar addict. I know I don't drink. And I don't smoke. And I give a lot of people like a lot of shit for it when they can't stop. But the reality is that I'm addicted to sugar. And then I think maybe like a year ago, I started falling asleep at 12 o'clock and I couldn't control it during the day. Then I realized, okay, you know what? This is probably because I am crashing. And like getting rid of that, because I used to drink 5 Milos a day and then go home and drink so much Milo. So it's been a struggle, but it's like you said, consistency, and it's just getting your mind to do it is something that I've not been able to control. Depending on your people that you've been working with, are people more, do they have the tendency to balance both at the same time, or do they first work on diet and then work on fitness? What does it look like out there right now with the people that you see?
So most of the people who I train and the athletes who I train I do not pamper them.
Right.
I give them reality. Either you do it or you just don't train.
Yeah.
Simple. Because either they get everything, their head, mindset, everything together, and they come into training.
Right.
Okay, or you just wasting your time, your effort, your commitment. You come all the way to the gym for what?
Right.
So they have to get it on point. Because I'm not saying that people cannot fail in their training, neither their diet, because we are human. It's okay.
Yeah.
But as long as I see an effort, I don't want 100% effort. I want 150% effort.
Right.
I'm like that.
Yeah, I saw your recent story about talking about 100% not enough. You need because everybody else is doing 100%.
Everyone can do 10 out of 10.
Right.
I don't believe in living the regular 8 to 5 thing. Okay, fine. I am 10 out of 10. Okay, this is according to the book.
Right.
I'm supposed to be that. My mother is happy. My dad is happy. Okay, that's not. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it, and neither I think I don't. The thing is, when humans are super, we are extraordinary beings. We need to do extraordinary things, and I don't think that we should just stick to a circle or a box where people have put us into. So diet. There is an athlete who I train, loves cheesecake. Loves cheesecake. Single-handedly loves cheesecake.
I can relate.
So I'm like, okay, fine. You achieve this, you can have your pampered cheesecake. Go have it. Have fun. So, and also the good thing about the athletes who I train is they communicate. Even if they eat junk food, they say, Kodi, I had potato chips. So there's a okay. So
you know what?
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, let's catch it up on Monday.
Right.
So they go through severe pain on Monday. But the thing is, they respect me as a trainer, which I'm super grateful for, and the fact that they are enjoying the journey, even though it's painful.
Yeah.
So
I mean, when I saw your freaking story for the first time after I reconnected with your whole powerlifting Kodi scene, I was like, why the hell is people like why are they letting him like talk to him like this? And like he's so. I mean, if I try and like put some clips in of you of your some of your stories screaming at people if I find them. But like then later I go, you know what? I kept watching it for like a couple of weeks and then okay, you know what now.
Yeah, it's like I started the 25-day fitness journey program.
Yeah,
they hate me. They literally hate me for 25 days. They hate me. They're like, when they see me, they literally just take their water bottles and just go to the studio. So they know they're going to get it. But after the 25 days, everyone is just super thankful for the lifestyle changer, the game changer. From they couldn't fit into UK 18, but they're fitting into UK 12.
Right.
So it's tough with me because I am tough. I do not try to give some sugar-coated things.
Right.
If you want to lose weight, you gotta sweat.
Yes.
You can't cut it off and do something.
Right.
If you want to lose weight, you get on a treadmill.
I mean, I know it's so simple, but like. You know the problem people face, but I mean, like mindset is a lot more like difficult. Like I mean, watching your Instagram also, it's like one of the things that I walked into 2020. Is I realized how fast 2019 just disappeared. Like how fast the entire year just went like that, right?
Yeah.
And then I woke up. And then I remember you talking about, 5 days already gone of the year. I was shit. 5 days of the year is actually gone by. I was like, okay, you know what, I'll maybe start in about this. I'll let the first week go by. And then already the first week is gone by. It's just time freaking flies. And I think you putting that on there was like, shit, I need to get something done. That's like getting, last year I said, okay, this year I need to shoot a wedding somewhere.
For sure, man.
That was my goal, okay? And then I saw you, okay, 5 days gone. Shit, fuck, I need to do something about this. That's actually went and, the second or third week, one of my friends were getting married. So I just said, you know what, shall I do a video for you?
Oh, nice, perfect.
So things happen. So it's, that's another thing I want to get back to. Okay? Like, I know you're like a fitness guy, but all of that is not what I'm really jealous of.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna call you Kodi, okay? Because that's
Kodi is good.
Kodi, the thing that makes me the most jealous is you can just get in front of a camera,
and
then just pour your heart out,
and
he's insanely good. right? I've been trying to do this shit for like a while, not like with the content, right? But having the skill just to go in front of a camera and just speak.
Yeah.
And you're doing it on Instagram with no cuts.
Right?
No. I'm like, how on earth is this guy doing? Like, when did that start? Like, you getting on Instagram? Because Instagram before, it was like, you're a hot model.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. That's what it was for. All of a sudden, like, people are using it for this. And I myself found most of my, like, freelance gigs through Instagram,
Okay.
So how did that start? Because that's what I'm really intrigued to know about.
So one of my friends called Ryan Asikularatna. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah.
He's in Australia.
Right.
So he was like, he sent me Gary Vee's video.
Oh my God! Yes. Gary Vee.
That guy is hilarious.
Gary Vee is like the godfather for most of us. He's like changed. So that you watched him and then you.
Oh no! He sent me.
Okay.
He sent me this video. No, he was just randomly talking through the phone, like on phone, and he was like, "Kodi," it was an IGTV video, and he was like, "Kodi, you need to do a game changer. Why don't you just because I used to do Insta stories, where I used to speak, but I never did the IGTV. And my friend was like, Kodi, you should just give it a try. Give it a try, no harm. And it took me at least 50 times to get my first thing right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm like, shit, either the phone falls.
And you have to do it like in one go, right? Like.
Yeah. And I thought about it so much, I'm like, okay, what if I fail? What if I do this? Man, I can't say that word. I can't say this word. How am I? Like, what angle should I take? I'm not used to it because I'm not a digital guy. I'm not a camera guy at all. I do not know anything. I was like, okay, fine, let's go. Let's start it up. And then I started my first one. So I started March 30th. My first IGTV was last year, March 30th.
Okay.
So it was just around. I just started doing it. Maybe like what, once in 2-3 weeks or maybe 4 weeks. I just had one video going on. No big deal. And then whatever just hit me in the personal arena, in my personal life, whatever I had to face, I just did an IGTV. That's it. Everything, most of my IGTV content is always what I went through. Single-handedly what I went through. So I just started doing my IGTV and I was like, okay, fine. Hereafter, I'm not gonna think about a mass number of people. I'll just look at one specific person out there. One guy out there might be looking at the phone and just accidentally tapping on my video. And that video might change his life. That's what I changed. I stopped focusing on 100 people. I just focused on one person because my purpose was to change a person's life, not 100, because I can't. I don't think I can. I can't do that straight up. So what I thought was, a lot of what hit me was, they say to climb Siripada, so you have to climb steps, one step. So I thought, okay, fine, I'll just do one person at a time. And then that's what hit me. And then, that's where the whole camera thing started. And I do prepare, not that I don't.
Yeah, obviously,
But there are certain times, like, I have so much in my head which I would want to say, but there are certain times where I've uploaded and taken it down, honestly. The reason is I kind of like, when I connected the dots, I realized, that wouldn't help someone. So when my heart, I always speak out my heart. And when I know my heart is that video doesn't do the right decent thing to someone out there, I take it down, honestly. But it's been amazing. Like, it's been amazing how I'm blessed, like, to see how people have messaged me and told these are things which I'm going through. And like, there are people, so many out there who are going through so much of problems that we do not know. But that one word or one video can change their whole perspective about life. And I think Sri Lanka, or I'm not saying Sri Lanka, at least so many bunch of people out there should start inspiring people, motivational speaker, anything.
Right.
One person, just touch one person's heart. That's it. That's all you want.
Pretty insane.
Yeah, because I just saw one of my friends on my phone. Do you mind if I take my phone right now?
Yeah, sure.
Give my phone. I'll just say I just saw this. I don't know how true these facts are. I've got no idea. But I just saw this on Instagram. It's super crazy. It's just crazy. Wait. Yes. No, it's gone.
Yeah, stuff like this sometimes disappear to the black hole and then you can never put it back out again.
Oh, shit. So there was a number of suicide rates of men. It was close to 1 million.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was close to 1 million.
How frequent was this? Like,
Yearly? I've got no idea but it was close to 1 million, and that's not cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like I'm really upset because like one of our students actually committed suicide because of a visa rejection, and that hurt me so much. And
I mean, you can imagine what he's gone through before that point where that had to trigger.
It's super sad. Because see, that's the thing. I'm like, you don't have to be extraordinary to speak to someone.
Right.
You don't have to have million followers to speak to someone. You don't need to have the money in the world to speak to someone.
Right.
You don't need a luxury car to speak to someone. You just go touch their heart. It doesn't take money. It doesn't take flesh out of them.
Right.
If this kid had someone to speak to, or someone just approached him, he would be there. And it's not a joke to see million men dying. And I'm not talking about the suicide rate. I'm not talking about that.
You're talking about what
I'm just talking about the fact that if someone goes and talks to them, that life can be changed into greatness.
Wow. There's been a lot of thought put into this.
Big time.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty crazy. I want to talk about tattoos.
Oh, tattoos.
Because I have one tattoo. It's one that I got a long time ago. It's freaking painful.
Yeah.
I want more tattoos, but it's so painful. I mean, people have different tolerances. I get this. How did that come about? What inspired you to get tattoos?
There was no inspiration. There was a lot of pain going on at that time. It's like this, like, okay, fine. So my father got tattoos, like a whole bunch of tattoos. And I'm like, Mom, I need one. I told my mom, I need one. So apparently, like, okay, according to certain tattoo artists, they recommend a small, tiny tattoo and then just go on making it big. But I was like, nah, just forget it. I want a massive one. I want a massive one, and I went and got on the whole of my leg.
Right.
Whole of my leg. I was like,
let's one, right?
Yeah. And that was done by not a proper tattoo artist. It was just a normal guy somewhere down the. I got no idea who. He suddenly came out of nowhere. Let's do a tattoo.
And the price was right, so.
Yeah, I was right after O levels.
Oh wow, this was in school.
Oh yeah.
Oh god. Right. Okay.
I was
you were wearing slacks so you can cover it and stuff.
Yeah. No, but I didn't go to right after 2011. My bad. 2011. Right after I didn't do my A levels.
Right, like pretty much all of us. Like just straight away switch. Okay, so that makes sense. You weren't going to school. Okay.
Yeah. So I went and got it. It was $5,000 those days.
Yeah.
So pretty decent. I could have afforded it. So went and did my first tattoo. But most of my certain tattoos, I would say, is at that moment I had so much of planned tattoos, to be honest. I had so much of planned tattoos. But it wasn't an inspiration. It was like I wanted one on my leg because I was a ruggerite. Okay, fine, ruggerites have this
thing. Yeah.
Maori thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
I was like so jealous because I've got chicken legs. I can never pull off a tattoo on my so I've never got. But it's a very cool thing to have though. But yeah, sorry.
So then I was like, okay, let's take a Maori tattoo because of all these ruggerites have it, and then I got one of I extended it to my whole leg. Right. Then
so it goes all the way
from my ankle to my back.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Right.
So I had this whole like.
So did that happen in one go? You kept
extending? Oh no! I had like 5 goes on it.
Right. Okay.
So I had this urgency of covering the half of my body with tattoos and the other half because this yin yang has this some bad and the good in life or something like that. So I was like, So I had that whole urgency of getting half of my body tattooed. But then again, the thing is, when you get a tattoo, you can't go to the gym, you can't sweat. You need to take care of it and do all that ritual, everything. So because of that, like there is another sleeve which is supposed to go on my hand. It's just I think anyone who has got a tattoo needs one more.
Right. Yeah.
There is an urgency of getting one more tiny one.
A little you want.
It's just, but like the best work I've got done is from Samir. He's the guy who's doing this right now.
Right. So this is not complete, right?
This is not completed as yet.
Yeah.
So another thing about this tattoo by Samir, he studied tattoos.
Okay.
The reason is he gave up his full-time job to go study about tattoos.
Oh wow.
He went to university in India to study single-handedly, to practice every lining of a tattoo. So that's one of the he's in Sri Lanka. He's the guy who's doing red right hand tattoos.
Oh, okay. Right.
The reason why I went and I approached him was the fact that he gave up his full-time job. Mm-hmm. He gave up everything which gave him money and went to study tattoos, where he would know what it's gonna look like in Sri Lanka, because Sri Lanka is a paradise for getting inked.
Ah, really?
Oh yeah. There is so much of tattoo artists, good ones. There are some big shots in Hikkadu and all those things. There is pretty famous. There are foreigners who come down to Sri Lanka to get tattoos. Yeah.
That's news.
So the reason Samir, he's super patient. This is the first tattoo which didn't even pinch. First tattoo I ever got in my whole life.
Tolerance, or you're like everybody else?
Oh no, it didn't pinch at all. I don't know about someone else, but everything else did swell up and did pinch. But I'm not saying this didn't pinch at all. But this was way smoother than what my other tattoos felt like.
Right.
So tattoos is just a part of me. It's this is like some Blessed and Unstoppable, and the weighted plate is this iron disc. Yeah. So I believe in the fact that the Blessed and Unstoppable is what I want to represent one day. Yeah. It came out through a YouTube video, honestly, but the fact that I believe in it now, single-handedly, I do not doubt the fact that I'm blessed from guy who was nowhere to trying to inspire one person out there every day, from a guy who never spoke on a camera. Nothing at all.
Because I mean, it takes, for me, from what I understand, it takes a lot of self-confidence and to let go of so many insecurities to be in front of a camera, especially somebody who's been who has not done it previously. So that's something I'm insanely jealous of.
I think you or whoever it may be, I think just do it. Yeah. Because the fact that your single word can be so much more to a guy randomly clicks. That split second is enough. The fact. Okay, you speak in front of a camera, and I mean, that out of 3 people, 3 different perceptions will be given to your video.
Right.
But there may be one guy out there who would forward it, who will forward it. Yo, check him out. This guy has some different. It might be not your words, but it might be the video skills which they hit you. Right?
True.
So your opportunities will start coming through to you only if you let go of the fact that what would this person think of me? See, my videos will offend a lot of people out there.
I mean, yeah.
A big time.
Definitely, because you say controversial shit, it's gonna happen. Like,
Even if they see me lifting 260 kilos, Kodi's on steroids. Right? Yeah. Kodi's on steroids. He takes injections. I do not. The thing is, I do not get offended because I've been hearing that for a long time.
Right. It's like you expect that as soon as.
Yeah. So recently, I do not know. I heard this story about a donkey, an old man, and a kid.
Okay.
So they were on this journey. So on the first journey they were going, the kid was on top of the donkey, and the old man was walking.
Okay.
And then people were saying to the kid, "Why are you doing this to the old man?" The old man is saying, and then the kid got down, and the old man got on the donkey.
Yeah, and then the opposite happened.
Yeah. And ultimately, in the end of the journey, the old man and the kid was carrying the donkey. So we have to understand that people will give opinions, and we have to listen to them. But that does not mean we got to take it into heart and implement that, because we are on a different journey. Because people told me, Kodi, you got to do Toastmasters. I do not disrespect Toastmasters. Right. It's amazing. And I believe the fact that there are so much of amazing people brought out by Toastmasters. Right. But that wasn't what my heart spoke about.
Right.
For me to be real, for me to speak to someone and tell, yo, your life is going to be fine. You're going to be okay. You're going to succeed. To say that I didn't need Toastmasters. I just need my word of mouth to go touch his or her heart. That's it.
Yeah. I want to ask, I know Kodi as Dhanushka Kodikara from a long time ago.
Yeah.
Now I know Kodi, a different version, who is a powerlifting guy, who is a physique enthusiast, who want to make everybody healthy, and
Yeah.
For you, who is that, like Dhanushka Kodikara? Like,
I'm hungry for success. I'm a man who's just waiting to grab anything at my eyesight. I'll grab it. I'm not saying that I'm selfish, but I would work to whatever it takes. There were days where I used to sleep in the car to just get some sleep. The reason is it's not monetary, but I would do whatever it takes to go where I have to go.
Right.
It's just that I always tell Kodi, you're a lion. You just gotta pounce on that meat whenever you get it.
Right.
So I know the fact that how would I say it? It's a tough journey because I'm getting so much of hate, and saying that this Kodi is just when I started motivational, my God, the fake life guru, fake motivational speaker, what does he know? He's a kid. I did get offended because I'm human. I have heart, right? But I always tell people you can't depend on someone else's opinion. So the thing is, I always tell myself, Kodi, your road, you gotta have a clear vision. Your haters don't matter, because your haters will matter if you take it into heart. So right now, Kodi, I wanna be on a world stage inspiring people. No doubt at all. I do not have any doubt, but I know it's a day by day process. My powerlifting journey is on the go, and I have certain goals which I want to hit in my powerlifting journey. I want to at least be in the top 5 in the world stage. And
so you've decided, okay, powerlifting is your spiel, like that's the thing that you, but not necessarily powerlifting, but this field, because right now a lot of things that I am going through is, where do I want to sit? Like, do I want to sit in the video thing? Do I want to sit in the corporate life? Because we get good at stuff, and we're not sure. Right now I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But you seem like okay, at least for the Know what I've done with you guys. Honestly. But yeah, so for you, for the foreseeable future, at least for the next 5-6 years, that's the thing that you're going to focus on. You've what's the how long is your plan like?
I definitely want to keep going as a personal trainer because that's one of the ways how I can touch lives.
Right.
Because I've changed people who had crazy eating habits,
Right.
and to see them building up an amazing lifestyle of being healthy, that makes me super happy.
Right.
Super happy. So I want to be on the journey as a personal trainer. I want to change lives, maybe health or maybe mentality wise. I want to change whatever the aspect it is.
Right.
But I had some goals. I wanted to save up $1 million bucks.
Right.
With all no credit cards, no debts.
Keep going.
Yeah. So
That camera is gone, and yes, this camera is gone. They all have like a.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. So yeah, I wanted to take off all my credit cards. So I wanted to save $1 million bucks. I wanted to travel to 3 countries. So I mean, those are short-term goals,
Right.
which I want to do.
It's like milestones that you wanna.
Yeah, just 2020 goals.
Right.
But Kodi, with God's will, definitely what I'm looking at is so much of big pictures, which I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I know it's gonna happen.
You know what you want.
Oh
it,
yes.
Right. Before we end things off, is there anything else you wanna touch on?
Don't let go of anything. Like after speaking to you, Mazang, being honest, be out there.
Right.
Your purpose, your goal, which will take you to places, will come to you only if you go there and put out everything you have. Right? I started my first job was $10,000 salary.
Right.
I do not know how I survived, but I survived.
Yeah.
So I do not know. I started personal training, then I started motivational speaking, and then I started ACBT, and then I went as a powerlifting coach. So I did not know where my life was gonna connect.
Right.
What I was supposed to do in life, but I knew motivational speaking was right there. I knew that.
Yeah.
But if I would tell you, Maza, I would say go out there, be out there. You never know where jackpot will hit you. Right? So,
Right time, right place.
oh yes, that jackpot can hit you, bam, and that's it. You will be good to go throughout.
Right.
You never know, because see, your jackpot may be one person out there. It might not be a company, or it might be just one single person, or maybe one event.
Right.
That one event can be the life changer for you. So a lot of people I didn't know I would be a personal trainer.
Right.
Who thought so?
Yes.
I don't know. But
A damn good one for that.
yeah. So even the fact that people, even the fact that you want to be in front of camera, do it.
Yeah.
Go be there, do it, show up, everything, just do it.
Yeah.
If you fail, people will be there right at your face. Haha, good for you.
Right.
I told you so. Right? But you get that word to your head, yes, you are failed. But if you say, no, that was fine, I learned something, I know what I'm supposed to do next. If you are in a fixed mindset, you will be, soon as someone says you're a failure, okay, that's it. No, you won't grow. It's okay, go out there, do whatever it takes for you have to do. Your growth will just single-handedly come. And everyone wants results, okay, a year, 2, 3. No. You have to sometimes, you just gotta wait. You just keep at it. Example, I used to hate deadlifts.
Right.
I used to hate deadlifts. It took me almost
doesn't look that much fun either. To watch somebody do it, but yeah.
So it took me 2.5 years to increase my deadlift in 10 kilos. 2.5 years. So I'm not saying it might be the way I did it wrong or something like that, or maybe my level of ignorance. I don't know. But sometimes in life you just gotta stay on the track. Be out there. You gotta understand that life takes time for you to grow, and when you're in pressure times, you gotta handle it.
The reason I follow your Instagram is not because of fitness, but you keep me accountable for the time. Like time is freaking flying, right?
Yeah.
That's why I enjoy watching your stuff. It just keeps reminding me that okay, you know what, another day is gone.
See, December 31st ended. And okay, I'm not saying that partying is wrong, nothing like that.
Right.
But people who do have crazy hangovers, they wake up second, right? So
that's such a good point. Yeah.
One day gone, 2020, one day gone.
But they're so amped. They're like, you know, for the first time, on the 1st of January is the day I'm gonna like change and stuff. That's like the story.
That's the other thing. People want New Year resolutions, but I know for a fact there are so many people out there who hasn't stick to New Year resolutions.
I mean, I've had at least easily about, maybe since I was 10, so that's about 22 New Year's resolutions that have gone by. Maybe I've hit one of those things, not on the year that I made the resolution, but a long time after. But yeah, New Year's resolutions, I think I was not, because remember on Facebook we used to go New Year's resolution, this year, nothing. It's just when we stop talking about it, that's when shit happened, right?
Yeah. And a lot of people gotta change the fact for living on Instagram. Living for Instagram. Okay, that guy is following this, okay. His life is super amazing. Why am I not there?
Right.
You just gotta stay in the process, stay in the journey. People ask me, Kodi, why do you have to do so much in life when you are gonna die?
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, so we all gonna go there. But what you create on that journey, or how many people you change and how many people you put a smile on their face, that's accountable. That can count. Definitely.
Legacy, na?
Oh, yes.
Cool. Dude, thanks a lot again for stopping by.
No worries.
We should definitely do another session of this, because I'm pretty sure there's so much. We covered like Kodikara on the top. But, definitely get into a couple of other things as well. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you so much for having me, brother.
This is my first freaking podcast.
This is going to be awesome. I'm amped.
I mean, when you said yes, I was like, he's a personal trainer, he's a gym guy. So I'm glad you came.
Nah, man, I'm super grateful. And I'm just telling you honestly, go places, brother. Go places. Don't stop.